Hello, you, beautiful people. It's a friendly neighbor Welcomon here once again, and now I'll be continuing the escalation battle for Darkrai, stage 101 all the way to stage 150. Alright, so I know this video is actually released really late, but I still wanted to get it up and running for future purposes as well. And yeah, so we're just going through the next 50 levels of this Darkrai escalation. And yeah, so the team that I'm using is pretty much still the same deal. Using the combination of Florges and Gallade, really to actually get rid of most of its block disruptions as much as possible. And as you can see, it will be disrupting. It will still be disrupting pretty much its Cresselia and Darkrai zigzag pattern disruptions, as well as its metal blocks as well. And so yeah, pretty much the same format for the next 49 normal stages. I should say the next 48 normal stages, because we got the boss coming up right after this, as well as stage 150 boss as well in the future. Alright, so pretty much the same deal. Genesect is just there for its core control power. I like the pretty consistent results of Mega Lucario. And yeah, so that's all. 10 moves left. Pretty easy for a normal stage still so far. And yeah, so regardless, we cleared it. So now it's time for the next boss battle, which is actually stage 125. Alright, so with this, I'll be also going with the same team. Especially Mega Lucario, because its attack power up really goes well with the amount of damage it does with its Mega effect. Let's say in comparison to Mega Medicham, for example. Alright, so with this stage I'm actually using limited items, as I've done in the previous boss stages as well. And for stages 125, 150 and 175, I'm going to be sticking with attack boost and +5 moves only. And I can prove that it can be actually done. Alright, so yeah, so it is the same deal, wanting to get the combination of Block Smash Plus and actually Sword Plus from Florges to actually work hopefully hand in hand together with its, even despite its pretty low activation rates. Alright, so basically at the start there weren't that many Lucario icons on the board itself. So I just had to really make use of, let's say, Block Smash Plus, and hopefully a eventual combo actually happens, which is actually pretty rare in itself, honestly. But yeah, that's a stage, I guess. I prefer having rocks or having barriers, in contrast to getting those eventual accidental combos. It's really hard for blocks, especially. Even if you were to get the successful Block Smash Plus, even if the blocks get removed, there might not be a eventual combo to come later after that. So the most reliant thing that I can focus on is actually getting Mega Lucario up and running as soon as possible. And yeah, it took quite a while to get Mega Lucario up, especially a non-candy Lucario up. But what can you say? So on this turn itself, after the 8th turn, I managed to actually get Mega Lucario up and running. So yeah, I can start really racking the stage up, making use of those making use of the Mega Boost to actually really boost its Mega effect. And yeah, it's pretty much me mixing a team with trying to get either Sword's Sword to activate, or let's say getting Galaxy Block Smash Plus to actually activate. Alright, so we got a pretty nice damage over there, just below 1500 damage for Mega Lucario's effect. And this Darkrai does not have that much of a tanky HP in comparison to other escalation bosses. So yeah, there's actually no need for you guys to actually use a complexity here. Disruption delay, uh, it's pretty much a matter of it just summoning its Darkrai icons, which can actually even help summon over those blocks. So it's a bit here and there, and clouds aren't too disruptive, to be honest as well. And so yeah, it's safer to always go for a disruption delay, but I think Mega Start is much more valuable in this stage. So if you guys actually want to really try this, I would actually recommend the main 3 items to actually be Attack Boost, Mega Start, and let's say a +5 move. Disruption delay, not too important, especially if you're using, let's say, a Mega Medicham or a Mega Lucario, which could eventually get rid of the Darkrais, yeah, sooner or later. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so we're actually going pretty well. A really nice crazy combo right there. A really nice combo, a really generous combo especially. So yeah, so this stage, with having blocks as the 5th additional Pokemon, you really have to rely a lot of pretty much a lot of luck basically. You have to rely on luck, you have to rely on getting those eventual combos after you remove this block and whatnot. You have to be a little bit lucky to maybe get a pretty high 8 to 10 combo within one turn. But regardless, this stage has been done. It is completed with just using Attack Boost and +5 moves. And we have 3 turns left to actually spare, so yeah, I find that really successful. Alright, so we got 5 more hearts, and I will skip all the way to the stage 150 boss. Alright, so with this, again, I'll be using the same items, and because attack power is actually really expensive for mobile, and yeah, I'll be like I said, I'll be sticking to this, even though the HP, Darkrai's HP will be slightly higher, but I'm gonna stick with my guns, and yeah, just go for it, yeah. Alright, so this stage actually has more generous amount of Lucario icons, which is actually a big bonus for me. And I will let you guys know in advance, I actually lost in this stage using Attack Boost and +5 moves. So eventually later on in the video, as you can see, I actually managed, or I had to actually use a Jewel to actually gain back or finish the stage off with another 2 moves left. But it's just to let you guys see, even though I have done technically a failed limited item run here, it's just to let you guys see that how much luck plays, especially with a really disruption heavy stage like this. And even let's say if you don't have a good Mega such as Mega Steelix to actually get rid of the blocks essentially. Alright, so pretty much there weren't that many generous amount of combos, I would say, on the stage itself. I think I blocked Smash Plus and Swap Plus actually did quite okay. Yeah, they actually did quite okay. It's just that I did not have that much of a generous amount of combos or that much luck on this stage itself, as you guys will see later. So yeah, that may be the move that actually I regretted the most. And that was another move I actually regretted the most. Yeah, it's really trying to take your chance on Block Smash Plus to actually activate. But yeah. So you guys probably know why I failed pretty much. But yeah, it's really down based on RNG, based on luck, based on getting those ability activated. And as you can see, for the 3rd time, Block Smash Plus did not want to activate on the 3 match. despite it having a 50% activation rate. But the ironic thing is actually a 3-match Sword Plus actually activated instead. So maybe I should have actually tried more Flawless matches instead. So yeah. Yeah, it was actually unfortunate. And even despite those few Galley misses, I wasn't actually too far off in actually defeating it with those items I used, but yeah, I think the bad luck pretty much continue later on in the stage, but yeah, it's fine and all. And I can say part of me, as you saw right there, maybe I was just relying too much on Block Smash Plus. Honestly, I should probably have been focusing on trying to get more combos. As limited as even though the stage is actually filled with a lot of blocks, but yeah, there's always this what if, but what can you do, I guess. Alright, so we actually got 4 moves left. Darkrai is almost close to actually being defeated. Yeah, like I say, I will probably need that special one turn of, let's say, if I were to get, or if I were to luck out, let's say, with a turn of, let's say, of an 8-10 combo, then yeah, things could actually really change for the better. But even with that Block Smash Plus activation, there was no accidental combos to actually follow through. Alright, so this was actually having 1 move left, but things did not seem things actually seem pretty grim here, especially. And yeah, so like I said, I actually failed that run, so I had to use a jewel to actually get to actually keep continuing with the stage. And I thought that Mega Lucario match could actually have killed it off. But regardless, whatever it is, that Galley and Flawless combination actually finally killed it off. And with 3 moves left, with a jewel, stage 150 is completed. And we got the Mega Speed Up, which is actually really great. Alright, so still saved a lot of money. Did not need to use the complexity of any of my free items. I lost a jewel, but I really do not mind that too much. And now I just want to show you guys that how that candy will actually help Mega Rayquaza just be 1 candy away for actually being fully maxed. So that's pretty crazy. Alright, so I hope the video helps you, that you enjoy it. Drop a like,